up for the man of the hour, my friend Whitney Cummings. I love you to pieces. The only thing I'm worried about is getting cut out and digitally replaced with Tig Notaro.
Oh, Chris D'Elia shot right there, baby. All right, guys. So we're going to watch the roast of Whitney Cummings, see if it's good or not. I am not going to show you the whole thing for obvious reasons, copyright and whatnot, but I will show you my reaction to certain things. You know, hopefully the jokes they make me laugh. No, I'm doing this so you guys don't have to watch it. You could just watch me watching it. And let's start the show.
I'm Hannah Stocking, and if you don't know me, you're old. No, seriously, if you need context, I'm known for being on Vine, YouTube, and TikTok, and for being under the Golden State Warriors, the Utah Jazz, and many, many more.
It's okay.
I believe shows like this can really unite America. Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians all agree on one thing. Women shouldn't do comedy.
True.
I think what we're doing here tonight can heal this country. In fact, the only thing pro-life and pro-choice people can actually agree on is that Whitney Cummings should not have a child.
True.
You look like someone put the Village People in a blender. You're so big, Jeffrey Dahmer would have needed to buy a second freezer. You look like Dennis Rodman fucked Patrice O'Neal. I can only imagine how hard it is to be a drag queen.
That was the most shocking one.
Hide your masculine features. Annie. Look at this set, though. I mean, honestly, you went all out with the rodeo theme. There's a saloon, horses, and upstairs is an exact replica of the room that Lewis's mother overdosed in.
Oh.
We're friends.
Donnell, I love you too. Donnell's two most impressive credits are being in The Wire and driving Chappelle to the airport. Donnell, you look like a tree frog. I love your work. I honestly do. Then again, I love being pissed on by prostitutes. And Two Broke Girls is huge in China. I guess that's because everyone there thought, two girls? What the fuck is this about? Whitney has dedicated her life to saving horses. It's the only time she can...
Come on, Whitney. It wasn't that funny. I think it's generous laugh there from Whitney.
Shop in...
Jim Norton, the only turtle to ever get evicted from his shell.
Okay.
This next comic is truly forgettable.
My friend Annie Lederman is here. We're actually doing this tonight on OnlyFans so her dad can watch. Annie was also a junior Olympic swimmer, which is why her shoulders are so big. Annie's shoulders are more broad than Whitney's definition of feminism. Whitney Cummings, AKA Vaginefelds. What can I say about Whitney that hasn't already been whispered the second she walks into the Comedy Store? A lot of people say I am Whitney's only friend.
Yeah, there's a lot more fake laughs from Whitney there. Very generous laughs, I would say again.
But that's not true.
Yeah, I've never seen much of Dan Levy. A lot of I don't think he was that good, honestly. First time watching, I think Jim did what Jim does. I think he's remotely there. Jim's doing Jim stuff. Never seen Dan Levy before, or Dan Levy. I felt like he was a little dry, and Whitney was kind of giving that fake laugh like how Bert does. Maybe try not to just not have like a blank face there.
Norton, you bald baby bird. You're doing really well considering you fell out of your nest far before you were ready to hatch. No wonder you love having a worm in your mouth.
Oh,
you look like something Robin Tran's family bought at a wet market. If you put Jim in a fryer, Donnell might eat him.
Oh my God.
I am so sorry, Donnell. I was trying not to do any hacky fried chicken jokes, but you literally have Popeyes. I really
Okay.
do love him. I owe him so much. He's the reason I can afford such an expensive purse. And Lewis is the reason why I won't put it down. Take a good look at Donnell, Bob the drag queen. That's exactly what you're going to look like when Lewis steals your wig. Bob's crotch reminds me of Whitney's face. Unnaturally smooth and smells like dick. Hannah went to school in Ashland. Ashland is also what she calls her mattress after game night.
Oh,
And Dan
okay.
Levy is here. I know you're the only one that's really friends with Whitney because she's clearly known you long enough to owe you a favor. How the fuck did you get on this roast, Dan? Dan's kind of like a Jew for Jesus because he does missionary work in bed. What a fucking vanilla dork. He makes airplane sounds when he puts his dick in his wife's mouth.
Yeah.
Dan, are
She's
you
way
afraid
better
to
than
have
Dan.
charisma because it sounds too much like the name of a black person? Robin Tran is here. Robin looks like that Asian girl who drowned in the water tank at Cecil Hotel if they found her now.
Oh, damn.
Robin can't help it. She's a social justice warrior. She stands up for a lot of things, like peeing.
Oh, okay.
And now for the man
thought
of the hour,
could be
my
true.
friend Whitney Cummings. I love you to pieces. The only thing I'm worried about is getting cut out and digitally replaced with Tig Notaro.
Oh, Chris D'Elia shot
Because
right
all our
there,
friends
baby.
eventually.
That's the bravest shit that will be said all night.
And you will never see it on the show.
Ooh.
She's like, snip, snip, cut that one out.
That goes to show that Whitney leaving that joke on there, she has really cut ties with Chris D'Elia. He has been severed. She left that joke on there. I'm pretty sure if they were still friends, he will, she would probably take that out. I mean, I heard a lot of stuff that got cut out of this, so this is not one of them. Yeah, Annie's freaking funny. She's naturally funny. She riffs pretty good on whichever shows he's on, and this one definitely showed her savageness and roasting. Really good job from Annie.
Dan, you have some fucking nerve saying you had to look us up. What? You got some fucking nerve. Look me up? Bitch, I had no idea who you were. I had to Google you. And Dan Levy, and of course there's another, change your name, bitch. Change your fucking name. Even Michael B. Jordan was like, put the B in there or something.
Yeah, when I heard Dan Levy, I thought it was a guy from Schitt's Creek, but it's a complete other dude. That they kind of look alike a little bit, but the other dude I think is gay. The other Dan Levy in Schitt's Creek.
And the shady thing is, everyone thinks that Whitney had a facelift. That's not true. They just lowered her body.
Oh, that was a good one.
Schumer, Chelsea
Finally.
Handler, Kathy Griffin can be. And it's kind of funny to me how it takes me 2 hours to become a woman, and it's taking you 30 years to find a man.
Oh shit. Bob the drag queen. I'm not even sure he's a comedian, drag queen. On the name, but for a celeb, what is it? Cameo did a pretty good job. Not a lot of the jokes hit. But for his first time, I'm pretty sure it was fine. Not the greatest, but it was fine. It's way better than what's his name, Mike the Situation from Comedy Central a long time ago. That guy sucked real bad.
Jim, you look like all of the parts Robin Tran couldn't afford to get cut off. And Donnell looks like we put Jim Norton in an air fryer. Annie Lederman.
Yeah. Oh, that's
What a
kind of
beautiful voice, huh? This is the meanest thing I've ever said about anybody. Annie, you sound like me. Annie's been on Chelsea lately, and Donnell. Dan Levy, not to be confused with the Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek.
See?
Schitt's Creek, not to be confused with Jim Norton's breath after a night with Bob the drag queen.
Oh.
I wrote all of these jokes about the famous Dan Levy and how he's an openly gay comedian, and then I found out it was you, and I had to go back into every joke and take out the word comedian.
Yeah.
When Robin heard being a comedian was a dog-eat-dog world, she said, "You had me at eating dog."
Kabiyoshi.
Robin Tran is a Vietnamese transgender
you guys know that
lesbian
reference, right?
comedian, in that order. Robin, you can't be everything everywhere all at once.
That was
Bob,
cool.
the
That
drag
was a
queen
good
is
one.
here. I'm glad you're here and not teaching first graders how to kiss.
Ooh.
Bob is like the only time she's burned a bra was to get rid of evidence for her male comedian friends.
Oh, another one.
Whitney's also on the new season
Another
of
one.
Cribs, which is the one piece of furniture she will never have to buy. Whitney looks kind of young and that her face looks like it's being pushed through a vagina. Whitney says she got Botox to help with her migraines, and that's not true. She actually got Botox so she could look surprised when she heard about Chris D'Elia.
Oh, Chris is getting hit. Yeah, Luis J. Gomez, possibly the best right now out of everybody. But let's see who can outdo him, because right now Luis is kind of my favorite right now. Luis, I feel like it's Jim Norton, now it's Luis, and actually Luis, Annie, and Jim.
This bitch ain't even got no black fans. Where are the niggas? Where the niggas at? They say I can say whatever the fuck I want. Where are the niggas? I'm the only black male friend. Sorry, Bob. I didn't mean to. This supposed to be my bitch. This is how she starts. Officially offering you. Official, bitch? You know what? It might even be better.
Hold on.
You read it. You read your text, bitch.
This is top secret for now. Someone just
Top
texted
secret.
me.
I told her every time as soon as that bitch goes, I say, yo, I'm about to be rich, bitch. Whitney called me, nigga. I don't know what the bitch want me to do, but I'll be there.
Let me know ASAP if you are available. You'll get paid. Don't freak out. You
All right.
can't say what you got.
No, yes,
you
I
cannot
did.
say what you're
Bitch, I'm saying what you're saying. No, I told the bitch, bitch. Let me say it. Let me say it. Let me say it, bitch. I know what I said. I know what I said, bitch. I know what I said, bitch. It don't matter. Look. Fuck that. It don't matter. It don't matter. Bow. Shut up, bitch.
Yo, I feel like this is kind of still scripted. I don't think, they must have planned this, because I'm pretty sure Whitney will freak out if Donnell was actually serious and went out and did all this crazy stuff.
Louis Gay Gomez is here. Sorry. I mean Jewish Gay Lomez is here. Sorry, what? Louis Gay Homo is here. There we go. Louis Gay Homo. Whitney looks like a teacher who tries to date her students and they go, whoa, hey, I thought we were just hooking up. At first, I thought Whitney was eager to push diversity. As you can see, he brought out roasters of all different backgrounds and genders and ethnicities, putting together a dance that looks like a 7-Eleven after midnight. You're a millionaire. You don't need to do the Are You Garbage podcast. The other day, Whitney calls me on the phone. She sounds so excited for this roast. Gives me this inspirational speech about how she wants to elevate roasting, how she wants to show that you don't always have to go for the easy joke. And I was like, shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. A former man is speaking, all right? Women, am I right? With their blah blah blah.
Robin Tran, mid, still a lot better than Donnell Rawlings, I think. Donnell did barely anything. He was just saying the N-word a bunch of times. Yeah, I think it still might be a little lower than Bob, the drag queen. But yeah, he's still not my most favorite, but he's really below the list on how funny he was.
So Whitney asked me if I would be on her roast. I thought it was because I was her friend. Then I learned that insecure comedians always want to follow a performer who has never killed.
Oh, okay.
I know what you all are thinking. What the fuck is Amanda Knox doing here? Shouldn't she be in prison? Well, that's exactly how I feel about Whitney Cummings. Whitney is easily the craziest person I've ever met, and I shared a prison cell with a woman who dumped her baby in a garbage can. And Whitney's sitting here like, oh my God, what kind of monster doesn't recycle? But see, I've learned to have compassion for those who have suffered an even worse fate. Like anyone who's had to be a guest on Whitney's podcast. She held me hostage for 4 hours. Like, that's just what you do to Amanda Knox. You lock her in a small room, you interrogate her, ignore her answers, and don't let her leave. I mean, I used to have nightmares about going back to prison. Now I have nightmares about hearing bop, bop, bop.
Female comedians are American heroes, all right? Calling me an unfuckable cunt on YouTube is the only reason any of Tim Dillon's fans haven't blown up a federal building.
Oh.
I believe that it's
Shout
time
out
to
to
return
Tim
insult
Dillon.
comedy to actual comedians. Look at us. We're cockroaches, dude. Literally. There are 20 comedians right now living.
You heard that audio? Oh, they didn't check this enough. And this is something that you want to show that you're good at. The production is good. And Whitney herself put this out. She said she was the producer, director, etc., etc. Failed to check some of the audio.
I want these roasts to show that comedy is not dead. It's just on new platforms. Because sometimes these older
Like the
dinosaur
audio's falling
comics will
down
complain
again.
about new social media. It's so annoying. They'll be like, well, then all these old comics are like, colleges won't let me perform there because they think my material's problematic. No. The problem is how mad you are that you don't get to hang out on college campuses anymore. Guys, like, you can't say anything anymore. That's not true. That's like when a guy says, all women hate anal. No. Your wife hates anal. That's who you picked. It's also not just comics. I feel like people in general are psyched about cancel culture because they get to defend their shitty insults. Like someone will say something mean to you and
There's
they'll
like
be like,
audio
you can't take a
issues.
joke anymore. It's like, was there a joke?
Like there's audio issues on my side. I don't know what.
And yes, I've gotten Botox in my forehead. I have to. I date guys in LA. I have to get Botox so I look interested in what they're saying. Like, how else am I gonna get through that date? Like, oh yeah, please. I'd love to hear more about how you're polyamorous. It's gonna be the 10 years I spent waiting till 2 a.m. to go on stage for 3 homeless people after watching Rogan do 40 minutes, then watching Carlos Mencia do the same 40 minutes.
So that's the end of the Whitney Cummings roast of Whitney Cummings. At the end, that was just Whitney's pretty much her stand-up as her closing. It was fun. It was actually better than the one with Bert Kreischer. Honestly, pulled a lot more roast, roasted more people. With the Bert Kreischer one, I came like with low standards already, and this one was a little bit way better, but the only problem was the audio issue. Like when the director cuts to a different camera or they switch to another camera, the audio changes with it. So they didn't level out the audio there, and it's obviously a big problem. They could re-upload this and fix this if they get complaints about it. But yeah, that was probably the only complaint about it. It will get annoying when Whitney starts talking, which is probably the worst thing you want, because you want to end with Whitney like having her rebuttal, and it's like her audio is just like very annoying, and it kind of takes away from what she's trying to say. And that's the only thing I gotta say about that, guys. I'll end this here. Let me know if you guys like this kind of thing. I'll do more of them. I'll see you guys next time. Give this a like, subscribe. Give me your thoughts down below. Like, what did you think about this? Have you seen it? Like, tell me what you think. And I'll see you guys next time. Laters.
She's also a fake feminist. The only time she's burned a bra was to get rid of evidence for her male comedian friends.
Oh, another one.
Whitney's also on the new season of Cribs.